Alright, hi people, it's Chase here. I'm here to do an unboxing and review of the SMP Hyakujuu Sentai Gaoranger, or Hyakujuu Sentai Gaoranger SMP GaoGod, aka the Animus Megazord from Power Rangers Wild Force. So yeah, then this is the last modeling kit for the last Gaoranger slash Wild Force Megazord, mech, whatever, that I guess they're doing. And it's really kind of funny that they did the Gao King at the tail end of 2022 for the well, I guess they were supposed to release it in 2021 for the 10th anniversary of Gaoranger. Then it got pushed into 2022, and it ended up being the 10th anniversary of Wild Force. And then, at least I think, yeah. And then they finished finally at the tail end of 2023. It's funny, and this was supposed to be this was apparently supposed to come out in October. And I guess it did in Japan, because there are a few videos floating around of people like putting them together and reviewing the thing and everything. But they didn't. Big Bad Toy Store and Toy Collectibles and whoever else didn't get any shipments, I think, until like a week ago, and then they started shipping. They started shipping these out. So I finally got mine, and I did pre-order from Big Bad Toy Store instead of Toy Collectibles because I pre-ordered it on Big Bad Toy Store because it wasn't up yet on Toy Collectibles in regards to a listing. So yeah, but yeah, so we have that. So this review is coming a bit late, but that's why. So yeah, last one to be released, unless there's like some secret new mechs slash Zords that I don't know about from Gaoranger. But yeah, and it's been an interesting ride in regards to them doing these. So yeah, and I now have all of them, which I did not have as a kid. Would have loved to have had them all. I had them all as a kid, and I would have loved, or I would like to even have them all now, but aftermarket prices are insane. So yeah. So here we go with the box, which I kind of like how these boxes have evolved over time as well. I don't have the Gao King one anymore because I threw it away. But basically, if you guys remember from that video, and you can always go to it, it's still on the channel. It's like in this like one color variants, and there's like multiple boxes inside and everything, and that continued on to Gal Hunter, and then I think Gal Muscle. Then starting with Gal Icarus, they didn't, or I don't think that, I think that's when they started, or maybe not. I don't know, but some changed. I think it was the outer box started changing with I think it was Gal Muscle where it started to change. And then in regards to having a full color box, and then Gal Icarus, I think had less stuff inside than the Gal Lion and Elephant had less stuff on the inside of the box, and then now we're here. And on top of that, the Bandai logo changed to Bandai Namco, and then just Bandai as well. So yeah. But yeah, you got here a CG render of Gao King and the individual power animals slash wild Zords that make him up. Yeah, the Gaoranger logo up in the top left corner right here. 5, and then I can't read Japanese, so I don't know what that says. Then I assume this just says Shokugan Modeling Project, and I assume this means like GaoGod or something like that. I'm not sure what it actually means. This is Shokugan Modeling Project 100 Next Evolution, which I think that logo is new for these. And then Bandai Namco, and all that. Side right here, which I guess is supposed to be like the bottom. which just has a bunch of warnings and everything in Japanese. The Gaoranger logo, and whatever logo this is supposed to be. So, yeah. That on the bottom here. On the top is the Gaoranger stuff with the main 5 Gaorangers, the Gaoranger logo, and then this logo. And the Shokugan Modeling Project logo. Then on the side here, you got more CG renders of Gao King and the individual power animals, everything. And on the back, you got another CG render of them, and then more bigger pics of them together. And then we have a picture of the rest of the power animals / wild Zords all together, which they started putting onto, I think, the Gao Icarus box and everything. So, yeah. Here we go with opening the box. We got all the things for the power animals, which is basically just a slight tweak and reuse of the Gao King stuff, because that's how GaoGod was supposed to be, as like an ancestor, I believe, of Gao King / the Wild Force Megazord, and Animus being that as well. We got it for the Jaguar, I believe. This is for the Gao Leon, what are they calling it? Because they couldn't call it Gao Lion. I got stuff for the Condor, which for the longest time I didn't even know what the hell these animals were called. We got the instructions, how to put these things together. Gotta remember, these are modeling kits and not toys. So, I think this is called Gao Ox. It's not exactly a bison. So there's more stuff. Or this is for the saw shark, which is interesting. And more stuff for, or no, it's Gao Buffalo, isn't it? It's more for that. So, yeah, so basically, I'm going to pause the video, put these together, come back when that's done, and, sorry, I'm hearing my nephew cry downstairs, hanging out with my mom. Anyways, gonna come back after I've put these together and give my full thoughts on everything. Alright, a little over 5 hours, or a little bit actually under 5 hours later. I think that's the least amount of time that I've had to spend putting one of these together. Maybe outside of Gal Hunter, maybe the Gal Lion, and okay, so maybe the third shortest, but got all of the power animals combined here or not combined, put together and everything. I will say, just like some of the others, there's some extra pieces, and some of these pieces are confusing. And I don't know why they included them. I think I don't know. They didn't include a second sticker sheet, but they did instead, or second sticker sheets, plural, for the ones that got them. But what they did is that they included extra parts, and some of them don't make any sense. So just to get these out of the way. So some extra ones that are clips for the wings on the Condor. These are like extra version or extra pieces of those. I don't remember getting extra ones for the Eagle from Gao King, but there you go. You got 2 extra ones of these from I think it's a Jaguar, which are reuses of the molds from the Tiger from Gao King. But you get 2 other ones that are the actual pieces that you need, and they align with the stickers that you put on it. Got one of these, which I don't know why. It doesn't make any sense. Got one of these in case if you want to use this instead of the brownish black or blackish brown piece on the buffalo. Got 2 more of these, which are pieces that are just black versions of yellow things on the buffalo as well. I think it's a buffalo. So yeah. Got 2 like different color variations of the horns from the bison for some reason. I don't know why you'd want to use them. But then we also have not 2 of these, but 1 of these from the tail of the eagle. I genuinely have no idea why there's only 1 of them, but there is only 1 of them. You don't even get a complete set of them to be able to use as an alternate, like, I guess mane is what they were going for the head on the condor for when it's in its Megazord form. I have no idea why they included some of those extra pieces, but granted, Gao King had extra pieces. I'm pretty sure most of these things had extra pieces. I just don't know why certain pieces are included as extras. But yeah, so we get to the individual power animals. First, Gaoleon, I believe is how you pronounce it. It's just literally a black and gold and brown repaint of, or well, kind of repaint, but also like a different color plastic version of the Gao Lion, which, since this is supposed to be the predecessor or ancestor or whatever to Gao King, kind of makes sense. It's a little stupid though, because they clearly back in 2001 when they were, or maybe late 2000 when they were coming up with stuff for Gaoranger, clearly were just in conjunction with Bandai, Toei and Bandai, clearly were just looking for stuff to reuse in regards to both toys or toy molds and everything, so they didn't have to come up with a lot of new stuff. As well as I assume the CG renders for Gao King or for Gao Lion, they just clearly would have easily just recolored the CG model that they had for it and called it a day on doing a new model for it. It's not bad. It does look fine. I do have Gao King, the SMP Gao King up here, but I have it in its Megazord form, and I don't want to transform any of the things back to the animal forms, so yeah. But you can always go back to that other video to see them. So yeah. So then we have the Jaguar, which is literally just a repaint as well of or a different color plastic version of the Tiger. Just, again, different color plastic, different stickers. It's literally just the same mold, as far as I can tell. So yeah, basically when they were designing all of these, they just wanted to slightly redo a few of them, leave 2 of them alone, and recolor them. So yeah. So then we have the Sawhead Shark, I think is what it's called. It's the 3rd shark we have. We have the regular shark, the Hammerhead Shark, and now the Saw Shark. For this, which is literally just mostly a recolor of the blue shark, with just a different head. Comes with an alternate nose piece, I guess, for when you have it in the Megazord form, for when I guess the attack it did. Gotta be honest, I haven't seen a lot. I haven't seen every episode of Wild Force, and I haven't seen a lot of episodes where the Animus Megazord attacks, so I don't know necessarily. But I guess it has like a bow and arrow formation, which goes in conjunction with Gao Condor, which this is actually the most substantial redoing of one of the original Gaoranger, Gao King power animals, to which they pretty much changed a lot. They changed the head and they changed the tail because of the different Megazord forms, and then they just chose a different kind of bird than eagle to use. And it comes with a different one of these for when it's in its Megazord form, to form as a bow kind of weapon for, I guess, a bow and arrow attack, which I think I already said. Then we got the Buffalo, which is literally just a recolor of the Bison, but with different horns. Although for some reason with the smiling tail, like I just showed, you can have the Bison's horns on this thing, but why would you want to? It's really weird. I don't know. It's like to the point where the stickers are pretty much exactly the same in regards to the extra stickers that it gives you for here, on the insides of here, these things, and everything. So yeah, it's just really odd in regards to that. So let's form it into the Megazord form. And I just want to make sure I don't break anything, which I don't think I will, but you'd be surprised on how many things on this thing, or on these things, can easily break if you put too much force on them. Okay. And putting these things together was actually pretty easy, I'll say, in regards to what was needed, is especially since I got used to putting these things together, you know. But yeah. There we go. Hopefully. Yeah, put this tail down. The transformation is basically exactly the same as Gao King, because of the fact that these molds are mostly, if not exactly the same as the animals from Gao King. A little stiff. And I don't like how you have to take these completely off to do this, but yeah. Because the original toy, and I remember the original toy version of the Wild Force Megazord that I had, literally these just folded out and then you put them, right, and then you fold the lower halves of the legs and the feet into it. An interesting thing is they don't include a version of this, the fin sword, I guess, with this thing. Although it's basically identical to the blue shark. I'm just surprised that they didn't include a bigger version of it like they did for the SMP Gao King, for when you have it in the mech form. But you can just fit it in there. You can just fit this into the hand part, but because it's not really well fitted to it, it can come out and it's loose, clearly. But yeah. So just do what I do, and just with Gao King, and just keep it in there, because you don't want to lose the tail, you don't want to lose the fin, because that's always a common thing with either the Gaoranger Gao Kings or the Wild Force Megazords, is that they the tail is one thing I see on the aftermarket. I think I said this in the Gao King video. Can't remember. If I did, just repeating myself. Basically, in regards to not so much, but basically just the tail from the shark is the part that a lot of people seem to lose. How do I fold the condor? Okay. Yeah, just make sure you don't lose it, because this version doesn't come with it. Or come with the bigger one, I guess. I do kind of want to have the This was something I didn't know you. Oh my god. This was something I didn't know you could do with Gao King, because I guess I didn't look at the instructions clearly enough. Is that you slide the front leg forward to be able to transform it. Oh my fucking god. Stupid. Oh yeah, right. You don't fold it down as much. And I didn't know that you could do this with Gao King either. You fold that in on both the legs for more posability and everything when it's in the Megazord form. Which is honestly really cool. I didn't know that until a while after I did that video. In fact, until like more recently. Like, I just didn't know. So yeah. Okay. And of course, Condor's not really secure on this thing. Yeah, there we go, I think. Part of the problem is there's not a lot of great, like, yeah. Not a lot of great, like, connection or connector shit. The problem with this is, well, you can fold these down into the things. You're not supposed to, because that's not how the Megazord form of this thing actually looks. Yeah. So there we go, with the... I think you hold these wings up a little bit more. Yeah, because that condor is not as secure as it could be. I mean, the thing about it is, with the eagle, since the wings fold down into these folds on the lion, that keeps it secure, but not with this thing, I guess. But yeah, here we go with the full Megazord form, I guess, for GaoGod / Animus. In all honesty, put together, it actually looks really cool. I would actually buy the original toy of this if I could get it for a decent price. I'd buy all the original toys for all of these mechs if I could get them for a decent price. Because one of the reasons I'm getting the modeling kits is because I don't have the original toys, and if I had the original toys, I wouldn't care to get the modeling kits. But since this is a really good way to get versions of these, yeah. And honestly, it looks really cool. It looks very distinct from Gao King because of the colors and everything. I honestly do like this in its Megazord form. The individual Zords really don't add up to much, unfortunately. But this honestly does look really cool. And if you're wanting to get it, I would get it. So here's the thing that you do. If you want to pose it doing an attack, you take off the saw from the shark, the regular one, and put the other one on it. There we go. And then you take off the horns that are on the back of this, because it just has a couple of things for that. There we go. And then you clip this into the mouth of the jaguar. Because it has holes for the teeth. And then, I guess it is supposed to be this way. Honestly, just trying to find a way to do this so it's fine. So yeah, the best I can do, honestly, well, not trying to pose it, but you can do that if you want. Personally, I don't really care. But they do include those optional pieces similar to Gao Icarus, where they included the optional eyes. Don't know why they didn't make those lenticular, or is it lenticular? Maybe not lenticular. No, yeah, I think it is lenticular. Eyes like they had on the original toy, but whatever. I just don't understand choices sometimes in regards to these from manufacturers, but whatever. You could have saved a little bit of plastic and whatever else you used to make those by making them lenticular and having the eyes shift, but whatever. But yeah, so we have altogether GaoGod / Animus from Hyakujuu Sentai Gaoranger, aka Power Rangers Wild Force. And yeah, for the SMP Shokugan modeling project thing, and this is the last one of the line. So if you're wanting to get this, if you're wanting to get any of these, although I don't know if Gao King. I don't know if Gao King's still in circulation, but if you're wanting to get these, buy them now, because I'm pretty sure after a little while they're gonna go out of stock, out of print, whatever, and they're gonna be pretty expensive on the aftermarket, just like the original toys. Although if you want to get the original toys, maybe that's the better option. These are modeling kits, so you do have to put them together, like I showed in the first several minutes of this video, and everything right before I showed off the combined forms of these. It'll take you several hours to put them all together, because you have to get them off the assembly things, and everything. But otherwise, it honestly is good that they're doing these things. I hope that they do them with more, like Super Sentai mechs. That would be pretty nice. I would love to get like an SMP, like, I don't know, V-Rex is called in Time Ranger / Q-Rex, and the Time Force Megazord. I'd like to get some of those. Maybe they'll do Ninja Storm next, or Dino Thunder would be cool to have in that form. I know that they did these already for GaoRanger / Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Season 1, because, well, Bandai Japan likes to appeal to the Western fan base at points. I don't know if they've done these with, I don't know what else they've done these with, but I imagine they've done them with more. So yeah, and these do go kind of with the Shoto figures that they've been releasing for the last several years. So yeah, so if you're going to get these, I suggest getting them as soon as possible, and just having fun with them. Remember, these aren't toys. They're modeling kits, so be super careful with them. So yeah, possibly get doubles if you're wanting to do just the forms of the animals, and everything. So yeah, at some point soon, I plan to do a full, just like review, comparison, and whatever to between all 4 or 5 of the main Megazord / mechs, from this SMP line, when I can. So look out for that. It's probably going to come in the next few months. I'm not going to do it right away, but yeah. So yeah, overall, I feel that this is a good one. A good one to finish off with. Surprised that they didn't release this earlier, considering they had the molds already for the Gao King and its individual power animals and everything. They just had to tweak the molds a bit, but what can you, and do the recolored plastic, but what can you do and everything? But yeah, just be warned, they do not come with extra sticker sheets most of the time, at the very least. Sometimes that happens, I think, by accident. I really wish that they did include at least 2 sticker sheets, because Bandai Japan has done that before in places like the Bandai Premium Ranger key sets for the GaoGod toy line that were released after the series. Usually included 2 stickers, or 2 sets of stickers for each individual key in those, just in case if you accidentally screwed up. Because here's the thing about this, and I've screwed up even on this in regards to one of the stickers. I've screwed up on a couple of the other ones as well. Mainly Gao King. I'm missing one of the stickers for the shark that came with that. That's on its fins, because it came off. I tried to super glue it to it, but it just didn't stick for some reason. Now it's lost. I really do wish that they did include 2 sticker sheets. I mean, what's printing another set of sticker sheets for each of these? I mean, that's just paper and ink. Come on. And the adhesive. But yeah, so overall, it's good. If you're a fan of Gaoranger or Wild Force, or even just the designs in general, hop on these, get them. So yeah. So not really much else to say. So yeah, links to subscribe to all my shit, subscribe for once, and I'll see you guys in the next one.